Hey there. I was gonna give you a hard time about losing the Unity belt, but I don't have the heart. A betrayal like that had to suck.
Thanks, Becky. It's mostly just my pride that aches at this point, which is why I am going to take all of Punk's away at Survivor Series.
That's actually what I wanted to talk to you about. Nick Aldis told me you and your partner were in charge of recruiting Team WWE. I want in.
Oh, wow. Becky, you are literally a legend, so I don't want you to take this the wrong way.
But there's a mountain of responsibility on your shoulders, and you want to make sure you're making the right call, because if you screw this up, it's pretty much the end of WWE as we know it.
Sounds overwhelming when you put it that way.
Well then, how would you like to walk into Survivor Series knowing you're facing a mutiny that's already broken?
I would like that very much. Tell me more.
Before Punk stuck a knife in your backs in a way he never could have if Seth and I had been the Unity champions.
You're a real peach.
The whole world thought Bailey was the puppet mistress pulling the strings of this mutiny rebellion. And as you may have heard, she and I have a bit of a history.
A bit? You were part of the NXT 4 Horsewomen together. You and Bailey don't just have history, you have mythology.
Exactly. Nobody knows Bailey as well as I do. And I'm sure that going from revolutionary leader to CM Punk's second fiddle has got to be driving her mad.
And you want to use that to drive a wedge.
Not only drive a wedge, I can drive Bailey all the way back to WWE.
That happens, Mutiny doesn't walk into Survivor Series. They hobble.
Exactly. I know just how to get under Bailey's skin, too. My next match, she's gonna see me do all her moves better than she does. So you give me the green light, and I'll go to work.
If you can split Mutiny's core and bring Bailey back home to WWE, you're not just on our Survivor Series team. You're the linchpin.
Linchpin. I'm the punter around these parts. That's gimmick infringement.
If you're gonna steal, steal from the best.
Flattery will get you everywhere. All right, let's see if I can get my old pal's attention.
Becky Lynch has promised that this match is going to get Mutiny talking.
Everyone knows her history with Nia Jax. It was after one of their exchanges that the man became the man. This will get everyone talking.
There's more on Becky's mind than beating Nia. Take a look at how she's moving differently in there. There's something familiar about her.
She countered that into her own offense.
That is a power-packed punch.
Forearm smash. No love lost between Lynch and... A quick finish. Can she do it? She's able to kick out before the refs count.
That's too early for that.
Countered right when it was needed. Uh-oh. And she saw that coming from Jax. Boom, what an uppercut. Jarring. The man connects. She keeps on talking, but is she actually going to deliver? Oh, jeez, falling hard to the outside.
Looks like they want to take things outside. No telling what they have in store now.
Waistlock.
Hard fighting from Becky there. You can tell she's all in right now.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh.
Look out. Spike with a rose plant. Will that sew this up for Becky? Oh, going right into the pin.
No, she kicked out.
Nia Jax refuses to quit. Impressive resilience from Jax here tonight.
And maybe now Lynch has to revise her game plan because it wasn't enough to keep the competition down. And Lynch is all fired up now.
Nia struggling, but still capable of a comeback.
Wow, Nia Jax throws a hard punch.
Oh, look out. It's on now.
Ooh. Nothing
pretty here. Just good old-fashioned fisticuffs. Just teeing off with that fight for everybody.
They are emptying their tanks, going back and forth like this.
Exhaustion setting in, and neither one of them is letting up. Willpower, the sheer guts of these two. Uppercut. That'll cost some teeth.
Kick to the gut. Uh-oh. Look out. Rose plant.
Jax looks absolutely out of it.
Follows up, shoulders down. Yes, Becky Lynch takes it.
Here is your winner, the man.
Thanks for meeting me up here.
No problem, but isn't this just a little bit paranoid?
People have been jumping from WWE to Mutiny since the night they invaded. Bailey probably has a set of eyes or ears hanging around here somewhere.
Well, word definitely got back to her about you doing her moves. Did you see her social media rant?
It was hard to miss. I'm already so far under her skin, she's gonna scratch herself raw.
Right? I've never seen a person use so many words to insist they don't care about something.
That'd be the lady protesting too much. One more nudge, I think I'll be able to open Bailey's eyes to how Punk's really using her.
How are you gonna do that?
I'm Irish, darling. I'm just gonna use my words.
Welcome to the return of Ding Dong. Hello! I'm your host, Bailey. And I'm wearing some brand new fancy slacks for the occasion. This week, we have the biggest guest I have ever seen walk through that door. She's an icon, a legend, the former leader of Mutiny, me!
You know, I had this really funny bit about Bailey walking through that door and doing a big pratfall like some cheesy sitcom. But honestly, it's just making me sad. See, I miss Bailey. The real Bailey. My Bailey. I'm doing all this to try and remind her who she really is. You were the heart of the Four Horsewomen. The soul of us. Remember, Bailey? Do you? You were the sun we orbited around. The glue that held us together. You're a leader. If it had really been you in charge of Mutiny, I might not like it, but at least I'd respect the game. But this, following a cult leader like Punk off a cliff, that's not you. That can't be you. If you rang the doorbell and walked through that door, all I'd ask is what the hell happened to my friend. So instead, later tonight, I'm gonna go out there, and when the bell rings, I hope you're standing across from me. It's time we mend our fences.
Becky Lynch invited Bailey to the ring, and it seems Bailey accepted.
I didn't think she would actually show. Look out!
Kyrie Sane from behind.
This was a setup.
Becky was distracted. Now Kyrie's laying in the punches.
The referee's finally getting some control.
It's about damn time.
No, Kyrie's going back. Get up, Becky!
Becky. You know, it took me a couple of weeks to figure out why you were so determined to get my attention. Now I see. It's the same thing it's always been with you, Rebecca. Green-eyed envy. You're right. I was the heart and soul of the Horsewomen, and that always ate you up inside. You wanted the little girls wearing your costume. You wanted matches like the one I had in Brooklyn. You seethed at everything I built. You believe you can cause tension between Punk and me because you think we work by the same code as the WWE locker room. Every person for themselves. You're wrong. Mutiny is different. We're breaking the old hierarchies. You are the one who sold your soul for success, Becky. You call yourself the man when you've been dancing a jig to WWE's tune since the beginning. Your book tour, your morning show interviews, your fans, all gifts from the machine for being a good little girl. You would throw any friend under the bus to get ahead. Unlike Kyrie Sane, who joined Mutiny out of loyalty to our friendship. Loyalty, which you never had. I don't know what you're after, Becky, but I know there's one way to settle it. In the ring. But I'm not the fool you think I am. You're not going to sucker me into a SmackDown trap. Come home to the place that made you, Becky. Come face me at NXT and I'll show you what you really are. A puppet. You're not the only one who can play mind games. Stay tuned.
Are you sure about this, Becky? Seems risky.
Come on. Last time I checked, we're wrestlers. The only way to pull Bailey out of whatever poison Daydream Punk sold her on is to face her in the ring.
Which is a great strategy as long as you actually make it to the ring. She's got a whole army down there at NXT. I'm pretty sure you're walking into a trap.
You don't know her. Her ego will drive her to try to beat me one-on-one.
Say you're right. Is CM Punk going to be that honorable? Just let me go down there with you. Somebody needs to get your back.
Punk exposed you as the mastermind behind those masked attacks that brought us all together against Mutiny. I don't need that kind of extra heat surrounding me.
And you believed Punk? Come on, like I could do such a thing.
Look, I appreciate the offer, and I'm happy as hell someone brave enough to walk into the belly of the beast is leading our team into Survivor Series. But no.
Becky, to win the best of 3 series and save this company, we need you to make it to Survivor Series. If Mutiny decides to jump you while you're in their house...
I'm not scared of being attacked. I'm scared I've lost my friend forever. I need to do this alone.
The Bailey buddies are back, but that's Becky Lynch.
And her opponent, from San Jose, California, Bailey! I love Mutiny.
The mind games are over, the jokes have ended. Now these former best friends are going to settle years of animosity.
Bailey cast her lot with Mutiny from the very beginning, but Becky thinks she can turn her back to the light.
If Becky Lynch really thinks she can beat some sense into Bailey after everything we've seen, she's gonna need the luck of the Irish.
After leg drop.
Locking up with the collar and elbow.
And look at this, able to get wrist lock control. Getting out of that and able to lock in a top wrist lock.
Oh my goodness, what an impactful STO! Down the hard way.
Sent into the
The
corner.
man is just going off on Bailey.
And right into the pin.
Uh-oh, an almost instantaneous kick out there. A lot of work left to do.
From behind.
Into the German.
Being placed onto the top rope.
This game's about winning at any and all costs.
This competitor knows exactly what they want to do. Perched on the top rope. Here it is.
Superplex!
That move on its own will knock the wind out of you, but from that height, it'll knock the earth and fire out of you too.
From the apron.
Through the air. And connects. Becky now with an unrelenting attack.
Bailey's game plan isn't working how she wanted.
Run out of ringside and back to the mat. Going up to the turnbuckle here.
Looking dazed, you can tell she has no idea what's coming to her.
Flying!
Lynch takes off. Hits the mark. Takes another trip to the skies, and it pays off.
Becky Lynch looking for the disarmer.
I think she's going to do it. I think Bailey's going to tap out.
Wouldn't happen to a nicer person. I hope Bailey taps out. Tap, 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 tap.
On this trap, but she gets away.
Did you hear that impact?
These two going strike for strike, it seems. Ooh. Slugging away with everything they've got.
Looks like a hockey fight's just broken out.
Oh!
The fight is on, and it's furious. Big shots being fired right now. Neither competitor letting up. Forearm to the face.
Oh, nothing fancy about that.
Becky in full control here.
Manhandle slam.
Lynch got all of her.
Oh, man, this might be it.
2. And she's still in the game.
That right there is why Bayley is a role model. Resilience, intestinal fortitude. Some could say,
Now look at Becky.
manhandle slam.
That could end Bayley's night.
Cover, we have a cover.
There's 2. Becky Lynch walked into Mutiny's home base and defeated their second in command.
Is tonight the end of this rivalry or a new beginning?
Come on, Bailey, shake my hand. Come on. This isn't who you are. Please,
She's
Bailey.
going to do it.
Bayley's coming home.
Never.
Damage control. What the heck?
I knew it. I knew Bayley was too far gone.
I never thought I would see those women standing together as a unit again.
You see, Becky, this is what the horsewomen never had. Loyalty. How many times have we all stabbed each other in the back? Again and again and again and again until 4 became 3. You were right about one thing: mending fences. And so I did, with my real sisters. You might have beaten me in a match, but you lost tonight because damage control is mutiny.
Damage control is mutiny, which means WWE is in serious trouble.
I don't think Becky Lynch is worried about mutiny or WWE right now, Byron.
She's thinking about the friends she just lost forever.
We worked as hard as we could to peel Bailey away from Mutiny, but it really feels like we took a loss on this one.
I can see your point.
Come on. I know it doesn't feel great right now, but you did make a dent in their armor, Becky. You beat Bayley on Mutiny's home turf. If that doesn't create some internal strife, I don't know what will.
I suppose so. But beating Bailey was never the point. I thought I could help her find her way back. There was this moment after the match when I thought I saw the old Bailey. But even that was just a mask while she waited for damage control.
I'm sorry. I feel like I pushed you into this, and now Mutiny is stronger than ever.
First, that's crap. This was my own idea. You didn't push a thing. Second, this might not have been a total win for us, but it wasn't one for Bailey either.
What do you mean? Mutiny has damage control now.
Most of damage control, but not all. I had a talk with Dakota Kai. Turns out we both have versions of Bailey we miss. Dakota's on our side.
We have a mole inside Mutiny? Becky, this is amazing. It could change everything.
It could. The only question is, what do we do now to prepare for Survivor Series?